Am I live? Oye, creo que sí, ya estoy live. Oye, creo que sí, ya estoy live. Ya estoy live ya. Vamos a hacer un live ahora en TikTok. Oye, creo que sí, ya estoy live. Ya estoy live ya. Vamos a hacer un live ahora en TikTok. Oye, creo que sí, ya estoy live. Ya estoy live ya. Vamos a hacer un live ahora en TikTok. Oye, creo que sí, ya estoy live. Ya estoy live ya. Vamos a hacer un live ahora en TikTok. Oye, creo que sí, ya estoy live. Ya estoy live ya. Vamos a hacer un live ahora en TikTok. Oye, creo que sí, ya estoy live. Ya estoy live ya. Vamos a hacer un live ahora en TikTok. Oye, creo que sí, ya estoy live. Ya estoy live ya. Vamos a hacer un live ahora en TikTok. Oye, creo que sí, ya estoy live. Ya estoy live ya. Vamos a hacer un live ahora en TikTok. Oye, creo que sí, ya estoy live. Ya estoy live ya. Vamos a hacer un live ahora en TikTok. Oye, creo que sí, ya estoy live. Ya estoy live ya. Vamos a hacer un live ahora en TikTok. Maybe it's this? No, hazme el alto. Can you guys hear me? Mommy, can I borrow your phone real quick? I need to be live on TikTok as well.
YouTube?
On TikTok.
No, but you're going on YouTube?
No. YouTube too, ajá. Deja ver. Yo no te salgo acá en el canal mío.
¿Ah?
Yo no te salgo acá.
Where? Sure.
Yo no te salgo aquí, mami.
Where?
En YouTube, I'm not there.
What do you mean it has to? Because
Are you subscribed to my channel?
Yes. Look. It comes out like this.
How? Oh, I'm live, yeah. Yo, am I live? Can you guys hear me? Oh, I'm live, yeah. Yo, am I live? Can you guys hear me? Yeah, I'm live. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, I think I'm live on YouTube. I cannot go live on YouTube and TikTok at the same time.
No.
I need another phone for that. Another laptop or whatever. W in the chat, W live. Yeah, Anita, yeah. Nice. I cannot go live on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. Nice. Let's go. Let's go. W in the chat, W live. Yeah, Anita, yeah. Nice.
But on your phone, you're live with what? TikTok or YouTube?
Nice. You say what again?
Okay, on your phone, you're live with TikTok or YouTube? Why don't you go live on?
No,
your phone?
I have to put the camera, my camera that I have on the laptop and on the phone. I have to connect it together.
Oh.
So I think that was why it was creating an echo when I was on TikTok and when I was on YouTube at the same time.
Yeah.
That was what's happening. Nice. Let's go. Okay. Let's talk about the fights, boys and girls. Let's talk about the fights. Momika, can you pass me my? Sorry, I got you working for me. Sorry.
I tried to feed you.
Sorry. When I start making some money, I'm gonna send you some too. Am I good?
I'm okay, send me some. We're gonna be with you.
Yeah, but like like wire transfer type shit. Okay, first fight of the night. Paramount Plus. Are we doing this on English or Spanish? Tell me in the chat. Okay, first fight of the night, UFC 324, Michael Johnson against Alexander Hernandez. This fight is very interesting. Why? Because these two, they've been fighting for a long time. They got a bunch of wins, a bunch of losses on their records. They have like 2 wins, two. They won 2 fights in a row. The last 2 fights, Michael Johnson, he beat one prospect and 2 other guys that are not in the UFC no more. But still, regardless, 3 wins. Alexander Hernandez is coming off a win with Chase Hooper. He knocked him out on the first round. I think we even made some money on that fight because we had the fight to Alexander to win by knockout, which was a big underdog on that one. But regardless, I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna give you guys my picks. I'm gonna give you guys the safest bets for this fight card. And let's go. Michael Johnson, Alexander Hernandez, the first fight of the night. I'm gonna go with Alexander Hernandez. I think he's gonna win by decision. I don't think he's gonna knock him out. I don't think Michael Johnson is gonna knock him out, even though I placed the bet for Michael Johnson to knock him out because it's paying a lot of money. So there's that. The second fight is Nikita Krylov against Modestas Bukauskas. I see a bunch of people riding Modestas Bukauskas. Bukauskas is a favorite to win, but I don't think that's happening. I never like Bukauskas. I don't like Bukauskas. Nikita Krylov, I know he's been losing 2 in a row against Dominic Reyes and against Guskov, the Polish guy. That he went to a draw with the Polish power Blachowicz. So Nikita, people think that he has like a glass chin, and he does. But really, these two motherfuckers, they hit hard, very hard, and he got knocked out. In the other hand, Modestas Bukauskas, I don't see him beating anybody. The safest bet for this fight can go either way. But what I like about this fight is the submission on Nikita Krylov. He's paying like plus 600, something like that. Bukauskas he's been submitted before, and this guy has a bunch of submissions on his record. I don't know why he's paying so much for the submission, but it's like worth it to put a couple pennies in it. Don't go too crazy because these two have both glass chins. So the safest bet that I could give you guys for this fight is Nikita Krylov and Modestas Bukauskas, to either one to win by knockout. And I forgot how much that's paying because I'm doing everything on top of my head. But I finished doing my bets right now. I'm gonna post one bet only for free. The other ones you guys gotta join my Discord group. I'm gonna put my Discord right here in the chat so you guys can check it out. But fight to go, any fighter to win by knockout, that's the safest bet that I see. Let me see how I can do this shit. Be patient, guys. Be patient, motherfuckers. Be patient. Either fighter to win by knockout. The other fight of the night is gonna be Ty Miller against Adam Fujit. I don't know if you guys know a little bit about this fight, but I'm gonna have Tyler Miller winning by knockout. He's the big favorite to win, especially big favorite. You won't even get plus money if you bet the knockout. So it's not very smart to bet on that one either. But if you guys wanna do it on a parlay, I would recommend you to do Ty Miller by knockout. Copy link here. Okay. That's my Discord. I just posted on the comment section on the chat. You guys can join so you guys can get all my bets. I'm gonna post all of them on my Discord group on TikTok and on YouTube. I'm gonna give you guys only one. So if you guys mixed out, if you guys pick the one that I post and then you guys don't follow all of them, and then I tell you, hey, I made a bunch of money, you be like, hey, nah, Danito to bets, you lying, you didn't cash out the one that you gave me. I'm like, yeah, the one that I gave you I didn't cash out, but I got a bunch of them on my Discord. So you guys are free. It's free to join. I'm gonna start judging money but after, so don't worry about that for now. Just copy all my bets, make your bank account great, and then you give me a percentage of that shit. That's it. So Tyler made it to win by knockout against Adam Fujit. Adam Fujit is a decent fighter. He's a decent fighter. He only lost to he lost to two good guys. He lost to the Canadian guy, the Mike Malott, and he lost to, I think, Michael Morales. His two losses. You know, he's not that bad, but still he's older than Tyler Miller. Tyler Miller is way bigger, way stronger, good knockout power, good boxing combinations. So I think he's gonna put him away. That's the third fight of the night. After that, I think I got this a little bit messed up. I'm gonna go. Let me just go to my. And I tell you guys exactly the order of the fight. Let's do it. Let's do it like a professional. Here. Let's be professional right here, guys. Let's be professional.
You want to eat now?
Hmm?
You want me to serve you?
Sure.
No?
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna serve you, okay?
Yeah, but I don't want it right now.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave it here.
No, se pinga esto, bro. Once you buy tickets, man. Okay. Okay, I told you guys about the Ty Miller and Adam Fujit. Now we're gonna go to the other fight. It's Ricky Torcios against Cameron Smotherman. These two, the safest bet on this one. I'm gonna give you guys the safest bet. This is gonna be very fast. I'm not trying to take an hour here giving you guys a fucking breakdown on this stuff. The easiest bet on this one is to not bet on this one. Cameron Smotherman, I don't trust him. Ricky Torcios is a little bit crazy guy, ugly fighting style. If it goes to the judges might give it to Cameron Smotherman just because Ricky Torcios fights like a fucking madman. He's terrible striking, terrible everything. He's powerful, but he doesn't look good on TV. So I'm not gonna bet on that one. I'm gonna skip it. Okay. This one is very good fight. Josh Hogan against Denzel Freeman. This fight can go many ways. I'll tell you guys what. I'm gonna give you guys a quick rundown about these two. Two wrestlers, right? You know, two heavyweights. You know when two wrestlers meet, you know what happens. They end up striking. That's usually how it goes. This fight can go two ways. Josh Hogan, very aggressive, comes out he's gonna run to you, he's gonna try to knock you out, he's gonna try to take you down, he's gonna land some ground and pound, he's gonna go for the finish every single time. Denzel Freeman, in the other hand, this guy, he's afraid to get hit. Very big heavyweight, military guy, but he's afraid of punches. So he's gonna play safe. He did his debut very recent in the UFC. It was the first fight of the night, and it was boring. It was one to forget for sure. But I didn't forget about it because he had a lot of hype, and everybody thought that he was gonna knock the guy out. I made some money on his fight because I picked the fight to go the distance. And on this one, I don't really know. This one might go the distance, and Josh Hogan might win the decision because he's more aggressive, because he lands a little bit more. He wants to win the fight. He can finish him on the third round. That one too. And I don't see Denzel Freeman winning, to be honest, unless he caught him. But I don't think he's gonna caught him with a punch or nothing, because he doesn't go for it. You know, on his debut, I'm gonna base my prediction for this fight on his last fight. And his last fight, he just leg kicked the guy for 15 minutes. Didn't do nothing about it. He didn't do nothing. So I'm gonna go with Josh Hogan. Very good wrestler, striker, and I think the UFC wants him to win because he's very good on the mic. He's gonna cut a good promo. He talks a lot. He's very loud. He's wearing the American flag. He goes a little bit crazy in there. So I think the UFC. I don't know if the UFC gave him a favorable matchup, but I think he can make it happen. So I have Josh Hogan by KO. I have Josh Hogan to win on the third round or decision. That's the safest bet that I think for this fight. Not the safest, but a fun one for sure. Michael Johnson against Alexander Gonzalez. We already spoke about that one. I thought was the first fight of the night. It turns out it's on the early prelims. The next fight is Alex Perez against Charles Johnson. A little bit about these two. Alex Perez, he has lost a bunch of fights by submission. He always taps out. I don't think Charles Johnson has the best submission in the game. I think he has a very good win against the champion, which is Joshua Van. He knocked him out. Alex Perez, in the other hand, he's a crafty veteran. He's been there. He's done that. He has very good chin, and he's gonna put Charlie Johnson into a fight. Charlie Johnson is not gonna have an easy time with him. That's why I'm not predicting this fight to end by finish. I'm predicting the fight to go to decision and Charles Johnson to win by decision, because I think Alex Perez is tough enough and good enough to go to a decision with Charles Johnson. So that's the safest bet on that fight. Charles Johnson to win by decision. That's my prediction. Now, moving into the prelims. Okay, Nikita Krylov against Modestas Bukauskas. I already spoke about that one. This one, Atevas Gautier against Andrei Puljaev. Is the safest bet and the best prop is Ateva Gautier to win on round 1 or round 2. I think he's paying like minus 275. I think on Hard Rock, minus 275. This guy, he's supposed to win on the first minute. He's supposed to win on the first 2 minutes. That's the riskier play, the safest bet, round 1 and 2. I'm not going to talk about this. This is an easy matchup. After this one, I hope the UFC gave him a little bit more competent opponent. But because so far he's like running through them and he's knocking everybody out and he looks huge, very muscular, very powerful. They call him the mini Nugano for a reason, because he's a 185 middleweight. But nothing else to say about that one. If you guys want to play safe, the best odds is round 1 or round 2. Maybe he wants to take his time. Maybe you never know about with these people. Maybe he wants to get a little bit more octagon time because he's been knocking out everybody very fast. So I don't think he's gonna make it to a third round regardless. But round 1 or round 2 is the best props, because if you bet the money line, it's minus 850 or 950, something like that. So it doesn't even make sense. Few years, 2-3 years ago, when he had those wars with Moreno. And he's a finisher. He always goes for the finish. He always goes to knock you out. He has a very good submission game. We have seen him submit a bunch of people. But that was in flyweight. After he moved to bantamweight, he hasn't been the same. I think he made a little bit. He made a lot of money. He already conquered the top in the UFC. Very likable guy, even though he doesn't even speak English. Very likable. A lot of people support him, and people tune in to watch his fight. Now, fighting Umar Nurmagomedov. Umar Nurmagomedov shouldn't even be fighting him, because Umar Nurmagomedov, I feel like Umar Nurmagomedov is the best, one of the best on bantamweight division. If Merab didn't beat Peter, this would be very boring. But now, since Peter is the champion again, it opens up the division a little bit more. I'm glad that I love Merab. Merab is very good, very nice, also very entertaining guy. He has a very beautiful story. So, but it opens up the division a little bit more. Umar shouldn't even be fighting Davison Figueiredo, but now that he's fighting him, of course he's a minus 1,600 favorite. It doesn't even make sense to bet money on this fight, because I think he's gonna run through Figueiredo. The only good bet, the safest one, of course, you bet the money line, but it doesn't give you any money. So the most reasonable one, if you want to play a little bit risky, because everybody thinks he's gonna win by decision, I think he's gonna win by finish. I think he's gonna go, and this is what he needs to get the title shot. If Sean O'Malley doesn't win convincingly against Song Yadong, let's get ready for an Umar Nurmagomedov against Peter Yan. Russian against Russia. These two, they don't get along. And they're gonna sell the fight. Very, very good. This is a very intriguing fight. Very nice fight. If Umar Nurmagomedov becomes champion, it opens up the division a little bit more too, because Merab has a win over him. That's the only guy that has beaten Usman and Ever. So if he gets a finish over Davison Figueiredo and Sean O'Malley doesn't get a finish over Song Yadong, we might see Omar against Peter. Now, we love the Sean O'Malley. UFC loves Sean O'Malley. The fight of on the White House, Russia against America, that's gonna be amazing. Sean O'Malley against Peter Yan, 2 strikers also. Remember that Sean O'Malley was the only guy to turn Peter Yan into a wrestler. So very interesting, very good. I'm very excited for this fight. I'm very excited for Umar to get a finish. Not only because I bet on it, but also because I want to see him be there, in the top, with Merab, Sean, Peter, and him. That's very, very, very interesting. And now in the bantamweight division. Moving on to the main card. I don't even know they call the main card anymore because of the pay-per-view. There is no pay-per-view no more. But opening the main card is Arnold Allen against Gene Silva. This is a very good fight. I don't know what to bet on this one. I have The only bet that I have is Gene Silva to win by finish because I think that Arnold Allen, he has been through a bunch of wars. He's very durable. Remember, he won 25 minutes with Max Holloway, but Max Holloway doesn't have a lot of power either. He knocked him down. He knocked him down like 2 times, I think. One time at the very end, I think. But he took everything from Holloway and he kept going. He kept on fighting, but he's also being knocked down by this fucking Russian LOF. I always forget his name. He's very, very, very bad. A very good grappler, but very boring fighting style. If you know, you know. But Sean Silva against Arnold Allen, I think this fight, I think Gene Silva's gonna finish him. Gene Silva is not a guy to go to decisions. He's always wants to put you out. He's always gonna land some bombs. He had good submission games also. So I see this fight happening. Silva hurting him, and this guy Arnold Allen. Remember, he has a lot of scar tissue. It's gonna play a factor. He's gonna be all blooded up in there. He's bleeding from his nose, bleeding from his eyes, bleeding from here, bleeding everywhere. And I think he's very tough guy. He might give Gene Silva some problems in the striking because he's a very good striker. But I see Gene Silva winning. Of course, he's the favorite to win. If you win that he wins by finish, maybe you can get some plus money on the bet there. So that's what I'm doing. Gene Silva by finish. Moving on. Natalia Silva against Rose Namajunas. Rose Namajunas, one of the greatest females, if you guys want to say that. I never liked her. I don't like her. But she has 2 wins over Joanna Jędrzejczyk. She has a knockout win over Sean Weili. She also lost to Carla Esparza on a very boring fight. And Maverick, she beat Maverick, Melissa, what's her first name? Amanda? I don't know. Maverick is the last name. This, whatever. Natalia Silva, very good kickboxer. She plays the distance. She doesn't want to get hit. She hits you. She moves. She hits and leave. She hits and leave. She goes inside like easy lasagna, like it's Israel. He hits you kickboxing and then he moves. He doesn't want to engage into a grappling. He doesn't want to engage into a dirty boxing. He doesn't want to engage into like a stand and bank type fight. So she's gonna like hit from far and then win the decision. So I have Natalia Silva winning by decision, of course. The only thing that I see going on for Rose is like cutting the distance. ¿Cómo se dice eso, mami?
What?
Closing the distance, grabbing her, taking her to the ground, trying to fucking do some ground and pound, trying to do something like that, but I just don't see it happening. I'm gonna play it safe, Natalia Silva going by decision. I think that's what it is. Waldo Cortez Acosta against Derek Black Beast Lewis. This is a very interesting fight. Derek Lewis, somehow, at his age, he's coming off 2 knockout wins, which is crazy to me that we see this, that I say this on 2026. But that's what's happening. Derek Lewis coming off 2 knockout wins. Waldo Acosta, he fought 4 times on 2025. He needs the money. He said it. Very, very, very good striker. Very good chin. Very good boxing. Very fast for heavyweights especially. And this fight might play 2 ways. No, 3 ways actually. Waldo can get caught and get knocked out by Lewis. Lewis has the 1-punch KO. We see it happening over and over again. And even when he is underdog, he wins by knockout. And very hard to predict his fight, to be honest with you. Derek Lewis, that's the one outcome. The other outcome, Waldo Cortez Acosta can knock him out. Not like not like 1 punch and he falls to the ground, because Lewis is very durable when he wants to be durable. But we have seen Derek Lewis quit so many times. I think this might be a case. He might quit again and get the paycheck and go back to Texas, to Houston. But this could be a very boring fight. Also, remember Derry Lewis when he fought Francis Ngannou? They have the most boring fight there is. And Waldo, he tends to go to decisions a lot. He's a fighter that he's gonna take his time. He's gonna outstrike you, and he's gonna win decisions. That's what he does too. So this might be a boring ass decision. I have Waldo. I have one bet that I put Waldo winning by decision. I have another one to because the knockout is not even paying that much, to be honest with you. And if you pay any fighter to win by, if you play any fighter to win by knockout, you won't even make that much money. There is not even too much money there. So this is what it is. Waldo Cortez Acosta is the favorite to win. I think he's gonna win, but I just don't know for certain if he's gonna pull out the decision or if he's gonna win by knockout. I guess this is the beauty in the fight business. Moving on to the co-main event. Very exciting fight. This is my second favorite fight. This is like rightfully so a co-main event. Sean O'Malley, Sean Yadon. I'd see Sean O'Malley very. He's locked in for 100%. He's very funny too. Sometimes when he's like he's falling off and all that stuff, I don't see it. I think he's very. He only lost to Merab. Wait, I just got a message. Okay. So Sean O'Malley, favorite to win. I see him winning, but the safest bet on this fight is the fight to go the distance. I think Son Yadon can win for sure. Sean O'Malley has. I feel like he has a very weak body. Even he was winning the 25 minutes. He was winning 24 minutes against Chito Vera. Chito landed one body shot, like few body shots, and he was done. Just Chito didn't capitalize on that. That's Chito's history. He never capitalized on anything. But O'Malley has a weak body. If Son Yadon can close the distance, it's gonna be very hard to close the distance against O'Malley. He's a very dynamic striker. He moves very well. He hits you. He has a very good ability to hit and not get hit. Fighting on both fighting stances. Son Yadon is a very stocky guy. He's gonna come forward, trying to close the distance, but he's gonna be blocking punches with his face. Sean O'Malley is very precise, very good striker. So I see Sean playing it safe because Sean has a win over Peter Yan, so he needs to win this fight, and he's coming off 2 losses in a row against Merab. So he needs to win this fight 100%. He's gonna play it safe. He's gonna win by decision, I feel like. But the safest bet, if you guys wanna, if this guy's Sean Yadon been working on his wrestling, he takes Sean down. He does a lot of damage. Sean gets tired. He cannot win the decision. The easiest bet is fight not to go the distance. Fight to go the distance, and I think he's sitting now at minus 190, something like that. So that's my prediction. Very good fight. Very exciting about this fight. This fight is gonna define the bantamweight division, because if Sean loses, like I said, Son Yadon already lost to Peter Yan, so they're gonna put Umar against Peter Yan for sure if Merab doesn't get the immediate rematch. And if Sean wins, we could see the White House, America against Russia, Peter Yan against Sean O'Malley, which the first fight they fought, I think a lot of people say that Peter won, a lot of people say that Sean won. So this is a very good fight. I hope Sean wins so we can see this fight on the White House. 2 strikers, the bantamweight division going back on top with the flashy stuff. No more hugging from Merab. But Merab is very entertaining too. He fucking fought 4 times a year, so he kept us entertained for a whole year, so respect. But I hope Sean wins for sure. Now, the main event of the evening. Justin Gaethje against Paddy the Body Pimble. This is a good fight. I love this fight. This is Paddy Pimble can win for sure, but the real question comes like, is he good enough to be on the top 5? Because we don't know yet. He's fighting for the title. But remember, he beat Michael Chandler, who Michael Chandler was like, I think, like the top 10 guy. Michael Chandler hasn't beat really anybody in the UFC, only Tony Ferguson, and his debut against Dan Hooker. He clipped Dan Hooker. But other than that, Michael Chandler hasn't beat anybody. And Paddy run through him. He looked the best against Michael Chandler out of everybody else. Oh, Charles finished him quicker the first time they fought. But other than that, Michael Chandler gave problems to Poirier. He gave Justin Gaethje a lot of problems. He gave Charles Oliveira on the second fight a lot of problems. Even on the first fight. And Tony Ferguson, he knocked him out. So Michael Chandler is very decent. It's a very good win. If you beat Michael Chandler, that means you're ready to be in the top 5. You're already top 5 fighter. You cannot lose against Michael Chandler for sure. So Paddy passed the test against Michael Chandler. Paddy also beat up Bobby Green, but Bobby Green like sucks, very bad, terrible fighter. And Justin Gaethje, I don't know why, but he has that thing that I never liked. Let's put it that way. I never liked him. I always, for some reason, root against him. For the first Charles Oliveira fight, for the Poirier fight, for Rafael Fiziev, I know he was gonna beat Rafael Fiziev. Even though Rafael Fiziev is a very good striker, I think he's very small for the division. I think he's a 145 fighter, and I think he's moving down to 145 now, like I said. But Justin Gaethje, I don't think he's that good to win a title fight. I just don't think so. I think Paddy is gonna beat him. I think Paddy's gonna submit him also, because Justin Gaethje, he always struggle with fighters that are very good at striking and on the ground. Remember, when he fought Max Holloway, he wasn't afraid of getting taken down, because Holloway doesn't take anybody down. And Poirier also doesn't fight to take you to the ground also. And Poirier is terrible at rematches. Poirier is if he beats you the first fight, he's terrible. He's gonna take a light. He's gonna think that he beat you, that he's way better than you. Even to this day that he lost to Justin Gaethje the second time, he thinks that he can beat Justin Gaethje for some reason. And against Holloway too, he always takes the lightly. And like I was saying, if you are a pressure fighter that you can you can touch Justin Gaethje on the striking, and when the fight goes to the ground, you can submit him. You are most likely going to beat him. He has lost to Oliveira. He has lost. He got choked against Oliveira. He got choked against Khabib. And Paddy Pimblett, I'm not saying he's like Khabib or Oliveira, but I think he's on his prime right now, and he's gonna try to take the fight to the ground and try to submit him there. I have a very beautiful bet that I have Paddy Pimblett by submission, and in round 2, it pays like plus 800, so that's very good. But the safest bet on this fight is fight not to go the distance, like somebody can finish each other, because Justin Gaethje, remember, very good leg kicks, very powerful, and very powerful in striking if he lands. I don't think he's very technical. I don't think he's gonna. But Paddy also has a terrible striking. His chin is up in the air all the time. So I could see a Justin Gaethje winning by KO, winning by damage, by a lot of damage. Paddy, those leg kicks, those leg kicks mainly, because Paddy fights on a very wide stance, and he's gonna get his leg chopped for sure. If he doesn't do anything about it. And also, this is very good for the division because Ilya is the champion, and either of these two having the interim belt are going to fight Ilya Topuria, and I think that's very good matchup for Ilya, both of these two. And Ilya can go and fight Arman at the end of the year after he beats one of these two, whoever wins. But if I have to pick my final decision, I'm gonna go Paddy. Paddy's on his prime, but it's a terrible fight. It's not gonna be good for Paddy. I don't think he's gonna walk through Gaethje. If he does, respect by all means. That will mean that Justin Gaethje is gonna retire after that fight. Remember that this fight was set to happen on October, and Justin Gaethje didn't want it. Justin Gaethje only took it because it was for the interim belt. So that's my prediction. That's my safest bet. Those are my. I'm gonna post one bet. I'm gonna post only one. The other ones you guys gotta join my Discord group. But party by submission, I think it's my official prediction. I think that's what the bookies they have. They have minus 155, I think. Sorry, plus 155 for the party submission. Everything else is like Justin knockout is like plus 350. Justin decision is like plus 450, something like that. So that's the safest bet, I think. The safest bet, but I think the safest is fight not to go the distance. But you're not gonna get a plus money on that one. You're gonna get like minus 200, something like that. So that's the safest bet. Anyways, thank you for being here. A lot of you guys are commenting, I'm sure. Let me check. Oh shit, I have a bunch of comments here on the chat. A lot of people, 5 people watching. Wow, that's crazy. Thank you guys for watching. This is what I'm gonna do from now on. I'm gonna probably do one in Spanish also for all my Spanish speakers. I have a bunch of videos that I do in Spanish anyway, and it gets a lot of traction. So I think that's what we're doing next. But that's it. Let's make some money. Let's make your bank account great again. Follow me. I'm gonna post the wins because I'm gonna win for sure. I'm gonna post them probably Tuesday, and let's go from there. Then next Saturday, this Saturday the 24th is the Paddy Pimblett against Justin Gaethje. But then we got Volkanovski against Diego Lopez. That's very interesting too. And I saw the odds. Volkanovski is a very big favorite, even to win by decision. And I think we can make bank there with Diego Lopez because on the first fight I had Diego Lopez winning, and Diego Lopez was the favorite, and he lost. So for this fight, the odds change a little bit, but I think Diego is gonna pull it off this time. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. That's all from me.